Almost Memorial Day weekend, but a lot of people we've spoken to say it doesn't really feel like a kickoff to summer.
Yeah, not exactly. The weather, not exactly on board. Fox 12's Audrey Wheel is joining us now live from downtown Portland with what's on everyone's minds right now. Audrey?
Well, there are some fun things happening this weekend, including the return of City Fair, which is being set up right now on the waterfront. But yeah, a lot of people we spoke with are just kind of hanging out this weekend. They noted that weather forecast doesn't look too great. Also, gas prices, of course, are still really high. The cost of everything is high. And some people are still worried about COVID. At the grocery store, the gas station, and just out and about, it feels more like a regular Thursday than the start of summer.
It doesn't feel like Memorial Day, so it hasn't really even crossed my mind that it is really Memorial Day weekend.
Wendy Mitchell and Susie Gass are catching up over coffee and say the weather and the pandemic are still throwing them for a loop.
You feel like you're in a time warp still. Even though for many people things are normalizing, I still am quite cautious.
Memorial Day feels like the entree to summer, and the fact that it snowed in April, it doesn't feel like summer coming. I started looking at what was available to volunteer, but then I looked at the weather and saw that it might rain, so I'm reevaluating that.
Another thing keeping people home this holiday, high prices.
Everything's expensive. You do what you can, and I'm not going to complain because everybody's going through it, but I really feel about the gas. I wish I could say, oh, I'm going on a great trip, or I'm having great parties. I'm going to be pulling weeds in the garden if the rain permits, and I'm going to be reading a book and being glad I'm not on the highway.
Something to look forward to in town, the return of the Rose Festival's City Fair on the waterfront.
It should be fun. This is the first time I've ever actually been to City Fair.
Albeit this could be a wet one too, which will likely affect Daniel Fisher's sales at the Dippin' Dots booth.
Most of the time if it rains, there are still some people who will come by and just get ice cream anyways, but it definitely does take a dip.
There are plenty of tents up though to help keep people dry, and surely many people will be eager to kick off summer anyway. If you are willing to brave the weather, City Fair kicks off tomorrow night and goes through mid-June. Reporting live from the Portland waterfront, Audrey Wheel, Fox 12 Oregon.